Hello. So, it's been a while. Yeah. So, Happy New Year, I guess, everyone. Hope everybody had a good year last year. I don't even know when the last time I made a video was. I haven't watched, I never watch any of my videos back, so I don't even know what I was talking about. But it's been quite a long time. I don't know if it's been quite a year, maybe a year, I don't know. But yeah. So, what's been going on? I wasn't even sure if I was going to come back to YouTube, honestly. But here I am. And I don't really even know how to, start talking. On what to talk about, really. But I guess I will just talk about what I think I would want to know. If I was watching someone. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. Y'all, I'm dealing with the same freaking weird camera. So, and FYI, for those of you who don't make videos, it takes a long ass time for videos to upload on YouTube. Yes. So, I'm trying to make them not super long because ain't nobody got no time to be sitting all day for fucking shit to load. So, what I would want to know is, why did I stop making videos? That's one thing. So, I stopped making videos because I felt all of a sudden the way I think YouTubers feel, people who actually make a living off of YouTube. Which is that I felt kind of pressure to upload videos more regularly, upload video content that people wanted to see. I started feeling that way, and I didn't like how that made me feel because, you guys know, right? None of this shit is scripted or anything. And so I made these things to begin with because I wasn't seeing the kind of videos I wanted to see, which was organic, real shit, not just really productionized, made up shit, people are a TV show all of a sudden, I don't know, I don't really relate to that. So I wanted raw, content from people. And so I decided to start making videos, and see if people even gave a shit. And they're all, straight up, the videos are for me, not for anyone else. Anyway. So when I started feeling another kind of way about it, pressure, I really literally started feeling stressed out because, I wasn't uploading more regularly and people wanted me to upload more regularly. And people started asking me to make certain videos, which I hadn't come up with myself, you know what I mean? I was starting to consider those things. And then I realized I didn't like spending my day looking for stuff to talk about, if that makes any sense. I felt like I made videos that, about my experience in the day or about what I was thinking, but those are all from me, you know what I mean? Stuff that happened to happen, and I was talking about them, and I didn't want my life to be about the videos, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I just didn't want to start making up stuff or finding stuff to talk about because that felt really fake. And hopefully by now, for those of you who've been watching, and for those of you who I guess are new, and I don't know why you're tuning in, frankly, the last thing I want to be is fake. The last thing I am is fake. And so I try to be real straight up, and I just felt a lot of stress about that dynamic starting to happen within me, feeling, how to do stuff, and I don't know, so I stopped making videos. And it wasn't stop forever. It was more like, oh, like I was just going to stop making them for a little while for a break, you know what I mean? And then figure out what I wanted to do at that point. And so when I stopped making videos, it was definitely like a vacation. It felt really good. I felt like I had finally stopped feeling all the stress. But it also made me realize like the benefit of making videos, because I started feeling like I could slide in moving away from my eating disorder. Like, because I wasn't accountable and I wasn't making videos and I wasn't talking about how things were going, like, it was easier for me to, like, not be in active mode in terms of focusing on trying to get away from that, you know what I mean? So, if you guys do the math, and what I'm trying to say is that things kind of turned south. I stopped really actively recovering. I started to, like, do more tracking. I started to have, like, you know, scales everywhere. Like, you know. And my weight dropped, all of that fun shit. And so I wasn't doing real good. And everybody was worried. My family was worried, blah, blah, blah. By the way, during this time, I wasn't, like, I didn't have, you know, I wasn't working. You guys know that. Like, I was taking care of my parents and stuff like that. And funny enough, when my health was going poorly, like, their health was actually doing a lot better. Which was good, because at least that was comforting to me. And so the other big thing that happened was that around my birthday this year, I promised myself that I was going to take a road trip, like for me, you know, by myself. And I was like not going to bring the scale. I wasn't going to do any of that weighing shit. And I wanted to just eat whatever I wanted to eat. You know what I mean? That's like, dude, I'm fucking old as fuck. Everybody knows this. And like, this is not cute anymore. I also don't really, like, I'm not one of those people that got an eating disorder because I felt like skinny is beautiful or anything like that. You know what I mean? I cared about what guys thought of me. I cared about, like, what society was telling me. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Hello, look at me. Like, does it look like I'm trying to attract a man? Hell no. I just don't care about any of that stuff, right? So the eating disorder thing was just all about me, like how I wanted to feel, you know? And so, like, for my birthday, I was like, you know what? Like, it's going to be an effort, couple of weeks. I was going to take a 2-week road trip just in, you know, in California, back to where I felt like the last time I was happy, which was in college. I was going to drive back down to where I went to school and just, like, eat whatever the fuck I wanted. Like, all the junk food that I haven't allowed myself for, like, 20 years, basically, right? And so I did that, y'all. I did that. And y'all should, like, literally be proud of me, because I did not bring the scale and I did not buy one on the road, because I'm, like, literally one of those people that would totally do that. I did not weigh myself. I did, however, track my food, but it was like, I didn't really know, like, how many calories I was doing. I didn't really care what the number was, frankly. I was just doing whatever I wanted. You know, and funny enough, all the things that I wanted to eat, I did not enjoy as much as the stuff that I, like, randomly ate without, like, not planning that, you know, I was going to eat. Like, I wasn't planning on eating a donut, right? But when I got to where I went to school, like, there was this place that apparently was amazing, and I tried it, and holy fuck, like, I really enjoyed that donut. But, like, stuff that I thought I wanted to eat, like a pizza, like, oh my god, I was craving pizza for so long. Like, I had the fucking pizza with full fat ranch, all of this stuff, and I was kind of like, man, it was alright, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, you know what I mean? Which is kind of funny. So I did that, and, like, I was doing better, actually. Like, my mind was back. I was, like, eating more junk food after that trip. I came back. I felt like things were so much better. I felt so free. And, like, I was glimpsing the window of what, like, my life could be, you know? And so then I actually got a job because your girl needs some money. We all do. So I got a job and things were kind of going well. And then I found myself slipping back to, like, the disorder. And I can't really figure out why, but for some reason I think coming back to the Bay Area where I live, like, it made me feel kind of like trapped back to the same habits and the same routine. And so I kind of just naturally fell back into that way of life. So, yeah, I mean, then things were going not so great. And then I realized, like, I couldn't even focus on the job because, like, all day long, all I cared about was, like, food all day long. Like, I thought I was obsessed with food before, but, like, I was literally obsessed. Like, I couldn't wait to eat. Like, in fact, I was so impatient that I would start eating, like, whenever, like, the urge struck, and I was not doing my job. It was not good. So I recently quit because that wasn't gonna go well anyway. And now, like, where I am now is basically, I'm actually in a better place, even though it sounds kind of like that wasn't where things were going. Because I realized, like, something needs to change, and that I wasn't motivated to do anything, and I didn't know who I was anymore, and I was funny before, I had a good personality, and I felt like I lost all of that, and all I became was, like, literally a walking disorder. That's just full of, like, random thoughts of food all day long. I wasn't even doing, like, anorexia justice because I wasn't paying attention to eating times. I wasn't paying attention to eating certain things. Like, there was no limits. Like, after I went through that trip and, like, started eating junk food, like, I was mostly eating, like, weird junk, And then all of a sudden I got scared of lettuce. I don't know. Y'all, it's been a weird ass time, But the thing that I think kind of jump-started my mind back to reality was that I decided, like, I gotta get rid of these food scales. Like, that was definitely so helpful for me during my road trip, to not weigh everything out and, like, meticulously track everything, even though I was tracking. So, like, for the last several weeks, I've not been weighing my food or anything like that. In fact, I stopped using my food trackers. I uninstalled the apps on my phones that keep track of food. I haven't logged in for a while, and it's been really helpful. And yeah, like, I started to feel better, and then when that happened, I started to like I signed up for classes, like, I don't know, I've signed up to do fitness training or whatever. Not that I want to be a fitness trainer, actually. I just want to learn more about the body. Not for any particular reason, but because I think it's fucking interesting. So I think that really helped because it's creating more structure in my life that is not related to me sitting around doing nothing and thinking about food. That makes sense. So that's where I'm at right now, and God bless, the camera actually cooperated and has lasted this long. This is what happens when it's not making videos regularly, I guess. But yeah, right now I just wanted to give everybody an update, and I can't make any promises because I can't even promise myself what tomorrow's gonna look like, so let's get real. But I did want to give just a quick update because I feel like I've been away for a long, long time, and I still get comments from people asking me how I am and worried about me and stuff like that, and I don't know, like, I feel like you guys probably care more about me than I do of myself, which is not too far from the reality of things, right? But I'm trying, y'all. I am trying. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll see what videos come out of it, and we'll see how often I upload. I don't know if I'll do it again. Who knows? Like I said, I don't make any promises. But I just hope everybody is doing well and surviving their lives, you know, and making, you know, themselves smile and happy, as hard as that is. All right. Anyways, signing off now. Peace.